look, BadHD kicks us off. He drew the number 1. Look at the smoke that thing's putting out. The butterflies just cracked there.
First time in the Masters for this man in the finals. And wow, what a striking looking vehicle, this HT Holden Ute. Of course, as I said, small block Chevy. And I had a chat with Alex. He is so emotional at being a part of this Masters final for 2020.
Yeah, look at the breather there, already blowing out some steam. Plenty of pressure coming out of that small block Chev. The revs are right up there. He's got the lights on. He needs to see it. This purple smoke is so thick, it has clouded the burnout pad here at Summernats.
1 minute minimum is what these guys need to do in order to be crowned as the Burnout Master. Will it be a newbie like this guy here, or will it be somebody else? Ladies and gentlemen, Summernats, make some noise for Alex Hurst in BadHD.
Yeah, he did a really good job there, but the car has pulled up. It looks like we got some concerns under the front there. If you look out on the burnout pad, still air in the tyres.
Nah, mate, yeah, just drop a bit of oil pressure and then I shut it off. So it's not the way you want to come off, but that's the game we play, unfortunately.
All right, well, looks like Fergie, he's ready to party the smoking rat. The Morris commercial coming for, and Daryl Ferguson out of Western Australia. All thanks to BYE Performance over there. The boys keeping this engine running.
Lee Harvey, promoter of Northern Nats, riding shotgun in there in the smoking rat this afternoon.
Watch out for the flames out those big exhaust stacks on the top, and we got the yellow tyres on today. Big tip in two from Fergs.
Smoking rat is go here in the Burnout Masters final. Good speed from the Morris. Oh, and he's into the wall in a big way. Tray slapper for the Morris.
It's going to hurt the scores, but it's going to be on the highlights reel, that's for sure. Big speed. He carried all the way down the far end. He hasn't even seen the burnout pad yet. It's one straight drag strip. That's all he's used. There we go. Sends it deep into the burnout pad now.
Fergie was certainly committed. As you said, didn't tip it in. He just tried to tip it in probably the thinnest part of the burnout pad. And wow, it ended up going a little pear-shaped. That tray, the corner of the rear tray, making massive impact with the wall. But now it's all about redemption. It's about getting back and trying to score as many positive points as possible.
Well, the wind's picked up now and it's heading back towards the start line. And you can see that as you go, and he's going to have to get the car out. They're stuck in the donuts now. He needs to drive it out. Look, Lee Harvey's got the finger out the window. These guys are having a party in there. Wouldn't be anything but a Fergie party.
Well, we know that this man knows how to party, and of course the West Aussies. It's a long way across the Nullarbor to come and compete here at the Street Machine Summernats, but Fergie doing his absolute best. Big RPM from this LS underneath the bonnet of the 49 Morris commercial. Heading up towards the finish line now. And there's those flames that you spoke of earlier.
Ain't no party like a West Coast party. Give it up for Daryl Ferguson.
Great job by Smoking Rat right there. Fergie doing what he loves to do. And as we mentioned, here we go. Check out the replay. So he did come in with a nice big tip in, but then he drove it straight through. And this is just prior to where he waxed the wall. Get ready for it.
Look at the wheel work there.
Comes around and boom. Here comes the boom from Fergie.
We went a little bit fast down the exit shooting, yeah. Oh, well, you don't win by going slow, do you?
But ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the noise coming. Your 2019 Burnout Master.
Can this man go back to back in 2019 and 2020? Just 24 years of age. It is Jake Myers and Sicko.
Straight for that exit chute, isn't he? Nose in the car, goes the opposite way around too, showing good skill. He can go both ways. That's what we need to see, some difference here for the judges to pick up.
That's exactly right. You notice that he went right hand down rather than left hand down. Most of the guys choose to go left hand down. Good pickup right there, Matty Cav. So looking to do something a little different to everybody else. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what sets him apart from the rest.
Oh, no, I think we may have smoked ourselves out. I can't quite hear him moving around the pad. You can hear the note of the exhaust. He needs to keep that car in flow. But the amount of smoke this thing makes at 9,000 RPM out the back of the engine, those tyres are doing well over 200 kilometres an hour. Probably pushing 300.
And you've got to remember, it's only a 302 Windsor. It's a baby little engine. But man, of course, making lots and lots of horsepower from Lowen Motorsports out of the West. Now, one down. Pretty sure I heard him get one off a moment ago. There won't be anything left on those steel rims when he's done with them, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're right. Gary Myers spins the spanners on this motor, but it's George Saparovich from Blow Motorsports helping with the tune-up, and there is that distinct blower whine, isn't it, coming out of the front of Sicko?
Well, he will bring it centre stage. He will get out and no doubt do the obligatory jump up on the cowl or give it a couple of free revs. Or is he being serious and he's going to drive it out to ensure that he gets it off the pad? He can't help himself. He's going to get out to your adorning cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the sicko himself, Jake Myers. Yeah.
Check out that brand new helmet of his too, all airbrushed up to start off the Burnout season. Will he go back-to-back? It's a tough ask. No one has ever gone back-to-back before when it comes to Burnout Masters wins.
Well, he chose the number 3 spot on the ball draw a little earlier this afternoon.
I'm pretty happy with that. Very smoky out there, so it's anyone's game today. You know, it's whoever ticks all the boxes. Yeah, that's what it is.
Look at there, Paige on the number plates, that's how he likes to be known. He loves to get around his thongs and shorts and have a beer with everyone in the crowd. Let's see how he goes today, because there'll be plenty going on if he can take the win here today from Western Australia. Anthony Paige will be wanting to take the goods back home west. Let's see how he goes.
Well, wait for the tip-in, high-speed tip-in on its way. Sends it in nice and hard. That beautifully painted and prepped HZ Holden 1 ton style side.
How much do the front wheels, the sidewall or the front wheels bend over on that tip-in? It was fast as he went in. He did not disappoint. I expected it from him. I didn't give him the curse. He put it right in there. Now he's down the far end. Let's hope he can turn around, because look at the amount of smoke. He can get lost in that really easily. He's had to have a pedal there to keep it off the wall.
Well, I think that may hurt him, because he's come back. He did one doughy at the top end and then tried to get out of it. One tyre off right there. But unfortunately, he got stuck where he had to rip 2 donuts out. But he's been able to collectively get it back to the centre of the pad, where there's a little bit more real estate on offer to now go about finishing these tyres off.
Oh, look at that. The tyres are off for Paige. He's had to come back onto the Burnout pad and use a bit of that, like you say, the real estate. He went down the far end, used it up nice and early, came back through thick smoke, but now it looks like it's stuck there. Maybe the tyre underneath the diff. And this is what we see on some of the Burnouts, isn't the rubber gets stuck underneath the diff. They don't drive off, and it hurts them in the point score.
Makes it very, very tough to exit the pad.
Oh, that's Cole out there. I can tell by that beautiful long hair he's got.
Well, sporting the mullet is Cole. The flags come out. Come on, Summernats, make some noise and give it up for the West Aussie, Anthony Paige. Here we go to the replay. You called it initially the big high-speed tip-in.
Watch this, so the sidewall on the tyre, look how much that folds over. I'd love to know if he's still running like 30 or 40. Right there, though, is my concern. We can't tell. We don't know what happened there, but it'd be interesting to see what that car was like on that back end before the Burnout and after. And he didn't use much of the burnout pad really before the tyres went off.
I've got to tell you, a bit of panel damage down the back left corner there of the Ute.
Was it there before?
No.
It went well, but got up this end and slid the front wheels, couldn't stop it, and look at the other side, I got the wall, so a bit devoed, but it was a good weekend. I made the top 10, I'm happy with that.
This man, he's already been out once in the Burnout Championship with his LS1. Here comes full-on Rick Fuller.
Just sitting there a little bit longer than Paige, building that smoke up, but nice speed as he throws it into the burnout pad, and once again going for the chute. Everyone is doing the one donut and pushing it down that chute, but he is not going all the way. He's going to turn around early. I think some way with the breeze coming back towards the start line, you can really get lost in that smoke very early.
Full-on is in much nicer voice today, and what I mean by that is that yesterday it was surging. He didn't seem like he had good fuel pressure, but today, full-on is on song. There's no doubt about it. And Rick Fuller demonstrating why he wants to be better than number 3 here in 2020. It will be heartbreaking for this man if he records a 3rd place for 4 years in a row.
How horizontal were the butterflies on that thing? They are absolutely horizontal. That foot is hard against the firewall. I reckon he's pushing that through the firewall right now. He wants this win so bad.
Of course, late model car certainly have power steering on board as well, making things a little bit easier for him in this full-on VF Holden Ute. Now, not much left on those tyres. We can see that the die is all gone. All he's got to do is finish it off, get out, celebrate, say thank you very much, and get off to get the job done.
Yeah, the GM Motorsport LS. How good is that sounding this afternoon, like you say?
How good was that for Rick Fuller? Much better than his qualifying skid. And as I said, of course, hey, it's going to be all about trying for Rick to get above that 3rd place hoodoo spot that he's been succumbed to or awarded for the last 3 years in a row. Bulk smoke, instant smoke, bang, tick the box there beautifully. Tip-in wise, carried very, very good speed down there into the centre.
Much better today, very happy. Bit of hard work by a couple of good mates last night. Yellow car was all good, and this thing didn't stop, so that's a big thing.
Now we go to this man, 368 cubes of small block Ford for Steve Edsel in this XC Falcon Ute. Huge, huge revs. Sends it straight down the fairway.
Yeah, Ford man through and through, and he is happy to be back in the blue oval for the last couple of years. And wow, just a little bit slow there, but those revs, the B&R engines, don't they? They are through the roof on the tacho.
Oh, look, the B&R engines are well known for being revvers, especially the small blocks. They know how to get them revving beautifully. Now, we know that Steve had some issues after yesterday. Had the heads off the car. They've done some maintenance on it. In fact, Brett Nidbury from B&R actually made an express trip from Victoria to come to Canberra to make sure that his engine was firing on all 8 cylinders for this afternoon's finals in the Burnout Masters.
Well, we can definitely hear all 8 firing at the moment, just going back down that exit chute a little bit. He is spreading the smoke around, which is a good, practice to have. Go around, spread the smoke around the burnout pad. It makes it look like there's so much more there. And he's staying out of where it's really thick so he can see where he's going. And we can see that from our overhead camera view. From inside the car, he probably can't see a lot.
No, I think you're spot on the money there. He is driving by braille, by feel at the moment. Now he's got a fair amount of clear air and he can make some decisions on where he wants to go. But when he's totally engulfed in smoke, it's all about where the car wants you to go.
You know when the tyres are gone, aren't you? The smoke levels just decrease instantly, and there you go.
Summernats, make some noise. If you're a Blue Oval fan or any other fan, make some noise for that man, Steve Edsel, with skid use. He teed off straight down the fairway, was shallow in the tip-in though. didn't allow this car to go all the way down deep, then that gave him more options as to where he wanted to go next.
Yeah, really good. Got out there, pretty challenging, but we got it done, so very happy.
Now, here we go for the haters. LS-powered XD Falcon out of Wagga Wagga for the Riverina boys. And man, Rob Cottrell getting very, very close to the concrete barrier on the tipping.
Yeah, well, he's done that donut. He's thrown it in before he's actually hit the burnout pad, so he's had to pull that around. And then you can see not enough momentum to get the full 360, so he's had to come back again. The car's sort of pulling him that way. Not much you can do about it at that point. Now we see him go into the burnout pad. Plenty of revs the whole time, so just trying to keep it off that limit. You see, they only have to crack those butterflies a little bit, and those revs shoot straight up with mechanical injection. And now we're going for the extra shoot. Let's go and use up a bit of that real estate.
Well, 2019 was a nightmare year for this man in the Burnout Championship. He is certainly another looking for redemption here in 2020. And, of course, as he sends it back down into the centre once again, gives himself that room, that area in which to be able to negotiate where he wants to send it next.
Yeah, just looking at that rear tail light lens. Looks like we got a little bit of that missing. I can see the bulb showing. Hope that was not from this burn. We don't know. But, you know, he has gone back and forth now, back in the pad. The tyres are off. You can tell the smoke goes right down to that point. You know, he's going to get out and play on Rob Cottrell, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Seaman gets up in the car. Come on, cheer him on. He loves to hear the crowd.
Well, Canberra, he may have an LS on board that Ford Blue Oval XD, but you've still got to love a tough skid. And that is what we just saw from Rob Cottrell.
Comes in a little bit shallow there. Doesn't only just makes the pad, but not enough momentum to get the full donut.
Oh, mate, they're definitely hating on it. Last year here, I had a bit of a whoopsie in the finals. I had a little bit of a whoopsie there, gave the wall a little bit of a tap, but it is only 5 points, so we'll see how we go, mate. But yeah, it was a good skid.
From New South Wales, it is the hammer time about to come our way. These guys have travelled all over the country in 2019 to get their spot here at the Burnout Masters in 2020. Won $10,000 at Gatton Motorfest earlier in 2019, and now it's payday. This is what it's all about.
How thick is the smoke coming back of that Daihatsu Feroza? He is just thrown it in. Hammer time it is. The right foot is down right on the firewall.
We notice his wife, Britt, riding shotgun. So Britt Kilby riding shotgun in what is undoubtedly the proudest moment in her husband's burnout career. I should say short burnout career. The guys have only been competing probably around 18 months to 2 years. But man, what an impact on the scene they've had.
They did a lot of work to get this car back into Summernats. All the powder coating, beautiful in that car. What I love from our overhead view is you know when those butterflies are horizontal because you can read the stop right on them, can't you?
Well, it's hashtag cracked. They've got the throttle butterflies cracked wide open on that shotgun scoop. So the only car to be a naturally aspirated LS in this field. Of course, no blower, no turbos, no nitrous, no nothing. It's just all carby, all manifold, and all LS bottom end.
Yeah, 404 cubes of LS. They got the good motor on board this weekend, and it has been punished. Britt's been driving in the championship. Brad's been in the Masters, and he has done him and his family proud here this afternoon. The tyres are off the back of Hammer Time.
Well, Canberra, time to get loud. Make some noise for Brad Kilby.
No, it was brilliant just to be here. I'm excited. I couldn't believe it last night when we got the message to say we were in, and just beside myself, the only NA to make it in the Masters finals, really, so couldn't be happier, really.
So, here he comes, Tim Brown with Sam Blow.
Not afraid of the big tip in either. He never has been. And watch this. Halfway down the Burnout pad is the first donut. 2 donuts done before he hits the edge. Now he's going to go and use that real estate up in the exit chute like everyone has. Choosing to go left hand down as well, which a lot of them have been. Is he going to stay down? Oh, no, a little bit of a tap. That's a tap on the wall there that we can see on screen. Now,
and in the front as well. Sorry, Matty, he's gone back and front as well. The noise has gone away, not the campaign that Timmy Brown would have wanted.
Pretty shattered, man, but hey, it's the Masters. If you go home thinking you could have done more, it's not good enough. So went in too hot, tried to catch it, couldn't catch it, and that was it. What do you do?
Well, the Waddingtons trying to get as much air through that PSI down into that 565 cubes. They've got a no-gas performance sticker on the side. So, of course, Benny No Gas helping Mark out with this car. And, man, he gives it a tap on the dash. Come on, baby, don't let me down.
Don't let him down. He was keen to get out too. He quickly came up to the start line. Matabu, the legendary Burnout Master himself, says, mate, you are good to go. Let's get this started. Warbird, ladies and gentlemen, our final Burnout Master this afternoon.
Here we go. Nice big solid start for the XP Falcon known as Warbird. The Waddingtons, of course, owners of the Rod Shop down in Castlemaine in the Victorian region. And wow, they debuted this car a little over 12.5 months ago. And they've really found their footing well and truly. A really big car to be throwing around. I'm not sure if we saw an impact there.
I can't make a call on that. That is close.
Nor can
I tell you what, this car is wrapped. That may just be the sticker he took off there because that is so close. I'm going to leave that one for the judges, but look at this. He's thrown it straight back into the smoke. No care for anything. You can't see a thing. Our overhead cams are the best view and we can barely see where he's going. So it is hard to see. Look how close he is to the wall there now. A little bit of air goes to the side. You can see where he's going. Gets the car turned around and all of a sudden the noise is out.
The 565 has gone away. Well, tyres are not off as yet to our knowledge.
It doesn't look so. It looks even, doesn't it? It looks like there's air in those tyres.
Absolutely. Mark gets out of the car, goes to have a look up front what the issue is.
No.
He's got a small fire. That's not good. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, an abrupt end to the efforts of Warbird. For Mark Waddington, hey, he's up on the fence. Summernats, please show the man some love. Give it up for Mark Waddington and Warbird.
It just goes on and on. It's one of them things. If one little thing can lock it and grab an engine too, so the stupidity of staying into that would have cost me an engine, maybe a transmission. Might be $5 grand, might be 50 grand. You just don't know the extent of it. So, look, I'm really disappointed. My team's done a cracking job. The car was on. It felt so good. I could taste it. But anyway, that's Summernats.